Hey everyone! We're entering the final days of version 6.0, and this week we'll have the banner for the new character, Nefer. Are you excited? Are you pulling or are you saving for someone? Let me know in the comments. Anyway, it's time to talk about the upcoming banners, specifically the banner roadmap from version 6.2 through 6.7, and honestly, there's been so much information going back and forth with these leaks that I need to properly explain what's actually happening. In today's video, we'll talk about all the new characters and speculated reruns for the upcoming versions. Save up to 25% on Genesis crystals at lootbar.gg. To celebrate Genshin's anniversary, you can grab the all-in-one pack and the 6,480 Genesis crystals pack, normally $100 in-game, for just $72 on Lootbar. That's 81 pulls, almost guaranteeing you a 5-star for your account while saving you $28. The process is super simple. Just enter your UID, select your server, and receive your crystals in under a minute. No password needed. Lootbar uses official recharge channels, has hundreds of 5-star reviews, and partnerships with several big content creators that you probably know, so everything is completely safe. Lootbar supports PlayStation 5 and Xbox top-ups. Also, don't forget that the double bonus for your first purchase on each pack has been reset. Click the link in the description to claim your extra discount. New users get an extra 10% discount, while returning users get 5%. So, 6.2 should drop around early December. And this is genuinely a huge update for Mondstadt fans. The big highlight here is Durin. He's coming as a 5-star Pyro Sword character, and from what we're seeing in the leaks, his kit basically positions him as the new generation replacement for Bennett Xiangling. It's also important to note that this week we'll have the start of the 6.2 beta, so we'll get gameplay and confirmation of Durin's official kit. Now, one thing that's super important, Durin does not use lunar reactions. So if you were worried about needing to invest in a completely new reaction system just to use him, don't worry. He works with your traditional Vaporize and Melt teams and promises to be a really strong support. Oh, and there's also Jahoda coming as a new 4-star. Details about her are still pretty unclear. The latest updates about this character were confusing because apparently her icon was deleted from the initial leaks, and now it seems she was pushed from 6.1 to 6.2. We already know she'll be a Nemo, and some sources are saying her weapon will be bow. But let's wait for beta leaks. For the reruns in 6.2, this is where the speculation and early leaks part comes in. It's important to say that this information isn't confirmed, but it's highly likely based on patterns that Hoyoverse itself has established. And it only serves to give you an idea of what the banners will be like so you can better plan your Primogems. Anyway, the banners will be Neuvillette, Escoffier, and Venti spread across the 2 phases. We don't know who will be in which phase, but knowing Hoyo, I'd bet on Neuvillette in the first phase, followed by Escoffier and Venti in the second. But the real big deal is that apparently we're getting a Chronicled Wish banner for Mondstadt. This is your chance to grab characters like Albedo and Klee, who haven't had reruns in ages and will be buffed in upcoming updates. Venti won't be in the Chronicled because he'll already have his own limited banner, which honestly makes sense since he's an Archon. Now, 6.3 is where things get absolutely insane, and I believe it's what most of you are waiting for. We're looking at mid-January through late February, and this update is bringing Lantern Rite along with 2 new characters. First comes Columbina, and she's coming as a 5-star Hydro character, probably Catalyst, and her entire kit revolves around being a support that specializes in lunar reactions. She's being marketed as kind of an Archon in Nod-Krai, so the expectation is that Columbina will be very strong and work in almost all Nod-Krai teams, just like Farina and Mavuika. The initial kit leaks, we have show that at C0 she's mainly a support, but apparently her DPS potential increases significantly with constellations. Besides Columbina, we're also getting the White Horse Adeptus, one of the 8 Adepti of Liyue, who is literally dead in the lore. But she's described as having a connection to the 3 moons in Istaroth, so it makes total sense to be released now in Nod-Krai. It's still too early to know exactly what her kit will be, but early leaks suggest she's coming as a 5-star Anemo support. The timing here aligns perfectly with Lantern Rite, which should run from early January through mid-February. You know the drill. Free 4-star Liyue character, tons of Primogems, all that traditional festival stuff. And we'll also have a premium Neuvillette skin. We don't know exactly if it'll be during his rerun in 6.2 or during Lantern Rite, but if I had to guess, I'd say it would be during Lantern Rite, since it's customary to have skins during this event. And I seriously doubt Hoyo would release skins in 2 consecutive versions. For the reruns in 6.3, current leaks point to Raiden Shogun and Zilonin. Additionally, we'll probably have a new 4-star from Liyue for the Lantern Rite event as usual. So let's talk about 6.4 because there was huge drama around this update that I need to clear up. Varka is coming in 6.4, and he'll finally be playable. He's a 5-star Anemo Claymore DPS focused on pure Anemo damage instead of reactions. Now here's where it got messy, because initial leaks said that Varka was going to the standard banner in 6.5, which caused absolute chaos in the community. People were furious because why would they make such a highly anticipated character become standard? But then more reliable sources came with clarification. Varka is a limited 5-star character. He's not standard banner. The confusion apparently came from a misinterpreted leak about no purely human characters in Nod-Krai being limited 5 stars. But story leaks now suggest that Varka merges with the bloodline of another race or something like that, so he doesn't fit that restriction. Look, I know it sounds weird, but the main point is Varka is limited. Save your primos if you want him. We'll also have a mysterious character in the second half of 6.4. Details about her are still uncertain, and leaks suggest that she's the one going to standard banner, not Varka. For the reruns, it's pretty impossible to know for sure at this point. We're too far from version 6.4, but I'd guess that around this version we'll already have the first reruns of Skirk, Nefer, or maybe even Lauma. Honestly, from 6.5 onward is where the leaks start getting way less reliable, where we can only deduce which new characters will be released. For 6.5, we're looking at March or April 2026, and the information here is all over the place. There are rumors of a new male character from Inazuma, but specific details are basically non-existent. There are also rumors that Sandrone might be playable in version 6.5, however, still no more information. 6.6 is where we'll start having Hexenzirkel content. This faction is the most mysterious in Genshin and will probably play a crucial role in the lore, so it makes sense to save these characters for last. Nicole is pretty much confirmed as a playable character, and she's the Hexenzirkel member, coming as a 5-star cryo support. We don't have confirmed information about her kit, but she'll probably have synergy with other Hexenzirkel members, mainly Alice. Now, speaking of Alice, it's a bit of a controversial situation. Some sources have her scheduled for 6.6 as one of the strongest pyro DPS units of all time. Other reliable leakers are saying she will not be playable during the entire Nod-Krai cycle. There's major disagreement here, even among reliable sources. My opinion? If Nicole really is playable in 6.6, I strongly believe that Alice should come in 6.7 with a summer event and will be the character who introduces the rest of Snezhnaya to us. Anyway, that's all the information about all the confirmed or speculated characters for upcoming updates. So, what did you think? Let me know in the comments who you're planning to pull for and if you're saving to invest heavily in any character. Personally, from the upcoming updates, I'm planning to pull for Durin, Varka, and Nicole. They're my favorite characters from Nod-Krai so far. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.